after we've lost everything, we're free to do anything.
Oh, no, whenever you would stay my baby, I know that my mother would never. Raise up, step my back.
Is there a number that stands out to you as like a decent salary? Like something that you would be like, okay, he needs to make this much money.
I don't think there's a number in mind, especially for right now, that I would say if he's not ever making more than, let's say, $100,000, then I would be a little bit worried about our future.
Oh my God, bro.
I would say enough to live a life of leisure, in a sense. Like not have to worry about your rent, your utilities, stuff like that. But
That's
also,
reasonable.
obviously, a more desirable man would be able to take care of our kids, of myself, of our older parents. So I would say somewhere between $400K.
What is she talking about? Who makes $400,000 a year?
Yeah, somewhere around 80 to 100K in your mid-20s.
That's so unrealistic.
The fact that you can't even...
It's the pause that tells you everything. It's women don't settle. They wait at the finish line for winners. And unfortunately, women that do that never get the loyalty that they always crave from men. The smart women go right before the finish line and pick winners that are on their way. And they'll get some semblance of loyalty. But for the rest that wait for winners only, enjoy the life of getting passed around.
Step one.
It takes the right nigga for her to meet and be single. Y'all can be together for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. But when it comes to that nigga, it takes the right, she will be single.
Yeah, I know. At night it's lonely. You got nobody to call. You got nobody to text. You got nobody to talk to. You can't talk to her. That was like your best friend. She's gone. She's run off with the next dude. What are you gonna do? You gonna continue to cry at night and sulk in your own pity? Or are you gonna finally say, okay, let me get control of everything. Let me start going back to the gym. Let me start going and doing the things I like. Let me start hanging around my boys again. Let me start playing PS5 again. Let me start reading books again. Let me really get on my shit. Let me really level up. Because that's the best thing that you could do. That's what's really gonna kill her. Is when she check on you or someone tell her about you and you're doing so well. You're doing so good.
To be honest, bitches, I don't want a masculine man.
Bitch, me neither.
Sames. But he still needs to be decisive and tell me what he wants.
He needs to be.
He also needs to pay the bills, but not expect anything in return because it's my body, my choice.
Yes, bitch. It's our body.
And in return, we'll give him loyalty.
Bitch, she ain't even getting
He ain't
that.
getting a damn thing from me.
I'm a Taurus.
Because I'm a
Real
ass
bitch.
bitch.
Give a fuck
about
about
a
a
nigga.
Tell me why when you catch a female doing something she not supposed to be doing, she grab you hard and shit by the hand, trying to beg you come back. No.
Unhand me, peasant. The fuck? Stop touching me.
As a man, being yourself is not enough. You must transcend your past self and become the greatest man your bloodline has ever seen. That's the only way you win.
What makes a man misogynistic?
When he cares about your body count way too much.
I don't think I've seen a better representation of your prototypical, quote-unquote, strong, modern, independent female. What makes a man misogynistic? Her answer, when he cares too much about my body count. I don't know what misogyny is, so I'm just going to use it like a buzzword. And I can use it to shame men when they try to hold me accountable for my bad decisions. Like that's essentially what it is. It's two birds with one stone. Again, this is the perfect representation. It's delusion and entitlement all wrapped up in one big 10-gallon hat.
I'm 29, so in my early 20s, I would date guys only if they were over 6 foot tall, and that was just like a really hot time in my life.
This is why I was saying in yesterday's post that women sacrificing genuine desire in order to obtain stability has become something of an epidemic. Enough women now have done what she's describing. They spent their hot time going after the hot guys. She wakes up somewhere and realizes these hot guys are not going to commit to her. So she switches her focus to guys that she would not have gone out with during her hot time. The tricky part for men, however, is that a woman in this situation, she will be very sincere in her efforts at locking down a stable guy. She's going to make herself wife material. She's going to run errands for you, spend money on you. She might even cook and clean, do things she's never done for a guy before. And it all seems very appealing to a man. The problem, of course, is no genuine desire. What's this relationship look like in a couple of years? The sex is obligation when it does happen. Go see my post from a couple days ago about bored women. She's going to be one of the bored women. And basically it's going to be one big platonic mess. Be the first choice, man. If she went out with you back in her hot time, don't go out with her now.
What to tell y'all, bro? I'm simply just better than y'all niggas, and I'm simply just more known than you niggas.
You know why I got hella female friends? It's because I'm not trying to fuck them. Like, I ain't saying I'm old, but I've seen my fair share, and I'm saying, of women. And I've always not saying no. I'm a gambling man, you feel me? The odds of you being the best looking friend in your friend group is not in your favor. So yeah, they gonna keep coming to me for nigga advice. They gonna keep coming to me, you know what I'm saying, just for the jokes and shit, because I'm actually a fucking vibe. They gonna keep coming to me, you know what I'm saying, just for to be themselves, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a real nigga, and I ain't trying to fuck them. But let me give you the key to the game, though, bro. Just fuck the friends. That's it. Don't fuck your friend. Fuck her friends. And it's going to be a happy rotation because, women don't never keep the same rotation of friends. Hello. Key to the game. Trying to put... Hey!
In America, you got men asking women what they bring to the table. Can she split the bill?
Yeah, that is correct, and I'd like to explain to you why that's going on, my man. This is a side effect of what my generation witnessed to the generations before us. You see, I'm 30, and our grandparents had the concept of one man, one woman, one household forever. But my parents, so people between the ages of, I'd say 45 to 65, we saw what happened to those males when they did not ask that question. Because things changed here. Things changed for women here. See, if you're between the ages of, I'd say 33 to 23, that 10-year age gap, you have watched the generations of males before you love a woman with his whole heart. Give her everything, your time, your body, your energy. Give her a house, give her children. Completely commit to her in every way. And you know what happened? They lost. She's unhappy, and she left. Because it's good for a couple years, and it's nice when everybody's playing house. But then the reality set in that this is forever. And for the majority of women, that's what they wanted for a little while, but not forever. And they ended up screwing over their partner, and they got everything. They were allowed by our government to have anything they wanted. And then it becomes kind of a indentured servitude with the male, to where you have to pay alimony, you have to pay child support. If you don't know what alimony is, you have to pay for her lifestyle for the rest of her life. When she was with you and she's no longer with you. So whatever that number was when she was with you, that's what you have to hand over a month. While she's got someone else's cock in her mouth. Dog, that is why men are starting to ask, yes, what are you bringing to the table? Are you self-sufficient to where if this doesn't work out, I don't have to pay for you to survive? Because it's very difficult to ask young men to participate in this system when the results just don't carry. And the sacrifice of personal freedoms, time, energy, body, and mind doesn't equate to happiness. It's only temporary. It's an epidemic that's plaguing this nation. But when an entire generation watched their fathers give, and give for no gain at all, it's hard to want to do that. It's hard to want to go down the same path and just click your heels together and hope it works out. That's why this is happening, my boy.
None of it was real.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Look at the most popular video on my page. I told y'all, when you have constant access to your significant other and you talk to her 24/7, crap like this starts happening. You start sitting there feeling anxious, feeling worried, letting it affect your work, letting it affect your workouts, letting it affect your productivity because your girlfriend didn't text you back in 20 seconds. Like, imagine trying to explain to any of our ancestors, yeah, you know, the reason why I wasn't having a good day at work today was because I texted my girlfriend a meme and she didn't respond for 2 hours. I've been trying to tell y'all, man, you need to have bigger things to worry about in life than just sitting there worrying about whether a girl texted you back or not. And then the worst part about it is that everybody in the comments is agreeing, saying how it's relatable. Yeah, me too. Haha, same. Oh my gosh, this happens to me all the time. Like, when as a society did we just start accepting weakness? Like, why is nobody sitting here saying, hey man, like, this is a problem. You probably should change the way you run your life.
Alright, good morning, America. I want to tell y'all something. I don't know who Megan Thee Stallion boyfriend is, but like, he's just an example of guys who claim they don't care about a woman's past, but deep down, it be eating them alive. Like, a woman can have a very adventurous past, right? And then men will come around and say, oh yeah, I don't care about your past. But deep down, bro, they be hurt. And the fact is, the fact that so many men can say they had her and brag on it just would make me not want her no more. And it ain't just him, bro. It's millions of y'all, bro, that cuff women that y'all know been out here, bro, but y'all try to pass it off to the side like y'all don't care. And it's like this in every book of God, bro. The women who are not passed around and tested least are the ones who get treasured the most. I don't think I could ever treasure a woman who has been passed around like that, bro. I'm cool. Y'all got it.
Why is it when you put boys together, they just lose all composure and act like little children?
Because when we get around each other, we definitely don't have to provide for these people. We definitely don't have to protect these people. And we definitely don't have to be the bigger person in any situation. Basically, it isn't work. Being a man around women and children is basically being a designated driver 24/7. I can't have the type of fun that I want to have because, hey, how are we getting home? But since I'm not responsible for either one of these sons of bitches, I'm going to enjoy myself. And so are they.
If you ask that man for something and he say no, you never talk to him again. Y'all be like, how you ask him?
Guys, don't expect women to empathize with you. Empathy is being able to feel the feelings that you're feeling, which is often confused with sympathy. Sympathy is just feeling bad for someone else's misfortune or situation. Empathy is literally putting yourselves in their shoes, feeling the feeling that they're feeling. How can women know what it's like to live as a man, to be completely unwanted, to have to earn everything? They can't experience being unwanted, fixing yourself, becoming great, and then everyone loving you. They won't ever go through that transition. It's like you trying to understand what it's like to be pregnant, to have something inside you growing, literally taking nutrients away from you. I can't even imagine. That's why they sound really stupid when they talk about, like, it's harder for a woman. They literally don't know, and they can't even imagine the situations that you're in. Every guy knows that you ain't shit unless you can provide value to the people around you. Everything is earned. Don't be bitter about it. Do not be making TikToks complaining about how things are unfair. Try to rationalize to them. They cannot understand it. Just learn to be better. Learn to accept things as they are, not as you wish they could be. That's life.
Here's the weird thing I don't understand is why women are so obsessed with having tall ass dudes.
Okay, so I made a video on this yesterday, but I was thinking about it again some more, and I want to add on to it. So go check out the other video, yeah. But basically my point is that women are more social creatures and are more likely to be influenced by other women's opinions of them. I still believe that, by the way. But I saw another TikTok and it made me think, this doesn't just apply to like their social status and like, you know, the men that they have, right? I would say it also applies to a lot of the insecurities that they have as well. I mentioned this in a video, God knows how many months ago, but like, for example, hip dip. Most guys don't even know what those are. And I only know what they are because I had a lot of female friends. Or like stretch marks. Most guys don't give a fuck about that. Like a lot of things that a lot of women are insecure about, they're insecure because of other women. Like, I mean, even the beauty standard itself, that shit isn't set by men. Because if it was, there wouldn't be plus size models, just as an example.
If you're a guy in a relationship with a girl, she's thought about him at least once.
There's a lot of women that have a soft spot for a guy from the past. And the only reason that you're in a relationship with this woman currently is because this guy is allowing it or doesn't want her anymore. And if he came back, he could take your chick. This is not the case for all of you, just some of you. Perfect example is I hooked up with this girl I used to work with, and the bedroom game was fire as fuck. You know, I threw it down like I always do, did all the shit she likes, and afterwards, you know, I was soft and affectionate and all that shit, holding her until she fell asleep and all that stuff. She's really feeling it. We continue to text. We're going to continue doing that, you know, maybe go out, whatever. I found out she was hanging out with her ex, so I stopped texting her because, again, this is the same dude that would put hands on her or threaten to beat her ass like once a week. So some of these women are still wrapped around the finger of a motherfucker that ain't shit or just some guy from the past. And if you have suspicions of that or you think that that's the case, you need to bounce.
Fellas, I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up, that toxic woman that's coming in and out of your life is not coming back because she misses you or she loves you. The reason why she's coming back is because she knows she can. She knows that she lives rent-free in your head. And she knows that you have a soft spot in your heart for her. And because she knows this information, she's going to use it to her own advantage. Talking to her girls, being like, yo, it only takes one phone call and this man's already on his way to my house. But you ever notice how when this woman comes back, this toxic female that comes back in your life, how she only comes back when you're just starting to move on or you're just starting to talk to somebody else? Because she knows that her relevance in your life is no longer, it's going to slowly dwindle and slowly fade off because your focus is on another girl. But because she knows in your heart that you have a soft spot for her, that you want things to work out with her, she's going to trick you, come back, make it seem like everything is good and dandy. Then once she got you wrapped around her finger again, she's going to drop you. And then you're back where you started.